I don't want to cry in too many of these videos. Y'all gonna start to think I'm depressed or something wrong with me. And not that there's nothing wrong with being depressed, honey, because you can overcome anything. I am here to tell you that. Because I was just thinking about my grandmother again, man. When she come through, she come through. When she come through, I even smell the cigarettes. I'll be like, you and these Virginia Slims, go ahead to roll up out of my apartment. Because I swear I just went in the laundry room. I just went in there because instead of putting a washer and dryer in there, like I have my just all my stuff, my herbs, my candles and stuff, my tarot cards, all my stuff that I need that I'm currently downgrading to cutting the size back from. But anyways, where the hookup for the washer and dryer comes, my neighbor downstairs, he smokes so much cigarettes, and it's not the kind that my grandma was smoking, but it's just a cigarette. And sometimes when I open my closet, everything in the closet smell like smoke, and I'm like, dang, I'm glad I got candle supplies and stuff in here already, because if it was something that I really liked, I would be upset. Long story short, I opened that door and I said, oh my gosh, they smell like my grandma's cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh my goodness. I used to try to tell my mom that grandma is fine, she's fine. But sometimes I really do just feel like she misses us. You know what I'm saying? And that is deep for for you to even feel that someone on the other side misses y'all, and that makes me emotional. So that is what makes me cry when I think about these videos. I would rather be real with y'all and cry in my videos and let y'all see the emotions, because I want you to understand that having an altar is serious. It is serious work. And even as I sit here, my altar is not clean. I know I need to go over there and clean it, and that's one of the things that I put on my to-do list on a constant basis. Now, had I fell off for quite some time for me is a month. That is bad. Like a month without tending to your altar, that's not good at all. Oh, that wasn't good. And I don't know. I don't know if I just got comfortable, or if I just felt like I never felt like I didn't need to do it, and I never felt like I didn't want to honor them, but I guess I just started putting other things, ahead of it. And I've come to learn that you cannot do that. Taking this walk is something extraordinary. You cannot read a book and learn how to do this. You can have someone teach you. You can have a teacher. But I'm the type of person where I surround myself around such great people that I don't have to have a teacher. Now, some of you may disagree with me, but just follow me. I don't have to have a teacher right now in my life or before in the past, up to current, because I feel like I had enough people around me that vibrate high enough to tell me if I was doing something wrong if it comes up in a conversation. They'll say, well, you shouldn't use this stone and this stone. That'll cancel that out. I love when people talk to me about stones and crystals, because I'm usually the one that people come to about stones and crystals. Keep crystals around my neck. People ask me questions. So when you have a teacher, that teacher is like always there. They're like, you shouldn't do this isn't right, this color isn't right, don't use this kind of incense, don't. I wanted to get a feel, because I'm working with mainly my mom, my grandma, my great grandmother, my great aunt, and other people in the family. But not, I don't work with them as much as I try to keep in touch, work and honor my mom and my grandma and my great grandmother and my great aunt, Ree and B. So I wanted them to tell me what I was doing wrong. I wanted to make sure that I really heard from them, saying, I don't drink this, or, if you're going to do it, do it. And then, I've even set up my altar sometimes, and I can hear my mom's voice saying, that's not fabulous enough. That's not fabulous enough. Come on now. I need something fabulous. I'm fabulous. Listen, I am fabulous. I need something fabulous. So I just hear that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you why. I spent time with my mother. I'm so proud of myself. And I tell people all the time, I pat myself on the back. I'm not boasting, not bragging. That's not even my personality. But I made sure I kept a connection with my mom. I went home. I moved to Texas. I went home for my 10-year reunion in 2011. Yeah, 2011. And so when I went home, I was kicking it all weekend. I was in the streets. I was out. We was all out at the parties, the bars, the after parties. We was having a good old time. And I got ready to leave. And I said, all right, I either told her the day before, and I usually never tell nobody when I was leaving or coming and going. But she asked me, and I think I told her, I said, I'll leave tomorrow. But I was running in the house. I was like, ooh, I gotta use the bathroom. I was washing my hands. I was like, I got friends out in the car waiting for me. I just came home because I had put some Gatorade in the refrigerator, and I had been drinking. I was like, oh, I need the Gatorade. I got some at the house. So I ran over there, and my mom said, how long you gonna be here? And I think I said, I'm leaving a Monday or something like that. And it got so quiet in the air. I dried my hands and I walked to my mom's room. And when I tell you she was taking pills, medication, she had dropped all her pills down on her shirt and she was sliding down the bed and she was crying. And I said, oh my God. I said, what's wrong with you? She said, I haven't seen you but 30 minutes the entire time that you've been here. And now you're leaving and you haven't been here for 2 years. It broke her heart. I'm going to hold it together for this story. I promise. I said, I'm not going to be, I don't know what I said. I don't know. I think I ended up calling my boss and staying in Cleveland. And ever since then, I made it a point to come back every 4 to 5 to 6 weeks. I think one time I couldn't get a flight and I had to wait 8 weeks. I flew all the time. I had frequent flyer miles. I could travel. I didn't never have the people be like, how you go? I'm like, look, I ain't rich. I don't have no money. I just look like this because I saved up and I worked hard and I did what I had to do to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? But I was there. I filled up my mom's pantry. I would come back sometimes and my mom would have food in the pantry, like, canned stuff that I put in there. I made sure I did that for my parent. Do not neglect the person and then think that you are going to talk to them in the afterlife and they supposed to be there for you. I went home. I remember I was in the middle of New York. We was in Flatbush and something happened to my mom and I went to the airport. And I told the flight attendant, I said, listen, I fly with you guys a lot. And I have a flight this morning and I'm on my way to go back to my original destination, which is Houston, Texas. I said, my mom is in the hospital. She's in the ICU and I need to get to my mother. I said, I went online and I see that it's $1,200 to change the ticket. A ticket that I didn't even pay for. Somebody bought that ticket for me to go to New York. So I already was out there being all meek with barely any coins. Enough to get me back to where I needed to go and to eat and make sure I was comfortable. But I ain't talking about racks. I wasn't comfortable like that. And so I told this lady my story. And do you know this lady told me? She said, oh my God. She said, something just happened to my mother. And she said, I had to go to the hospital. She still needed to go to the hospital at that point. She said, and I'm just trying to get off. And she said, won't nobody relieve me? And she said, I'm going to do this for you for free. She said, because I need God to open up a way to get me to my mother. I'm not lying. This really happened. Oh, I'm about to cry now. Okay. So this is where teamwork came in. I told the lady, I said, I appreciate you so much for doing this for me. I said, where's your boss? Where's your manager? She called the manager and the manager came out there, a white, tall dude. I think his name was Ted or something. And I said, Ted, I can't remember the girl's name. I said, this is the best employee that you have. And she has a family emergency. I said, she needs to go right now. I said, and if you don't let this young lady go home, I'm going to call corporate, And by the time I sat down for 20 minutes, and by the time I turned around, she was giving me the thumbs up and she was walking out the door. So I went through that to get to my mom. I went through anything to get to her. Anywhere I was, I always promised her after that because I didn't want her to, cry like that ever again about, having a child that moved that far and don't want to come home. And we already hadn't seen each other, for 4 years prior before I moved down here. So, it was important. So I went on that long tangent to tell you guys, don't think that your altar is going to be something that other people tell you it is. You have to experience for yourself. You have to experience things for yourself. You have to. No book is gonna teach you. I got all kinds of books. And let me tell y'all what my 2 latest books is. Well, I'm gonna show them to y'all. I just bought these 2. I heard good things about them. I've seen some inserts from them, but I didn't own them. All right, so we got Secrets of the Psalms. Everybody says that you should get this book if you want to know the secrets of the Psalms. All of the things basically related to hoodoo. Excuse me, I'm still snotting. And it's by Godfrey Sealing. It's Godfrey, Godfrey. My brain goes faster than my mouth sometimes. A.Selig. And it even includes the 150 Psalms in here. Now, what I did prior to doing this was I went and watched videos, and I took references of books that I should read. Instead of going around asking people questions, we actually can look up our own things, you guys. My finger's in the way? Okay, let's see. Legends of Incense, Herb and Oil Magic by Louis D. Claremont. Okay. I'm still snotting. I am still snotting. I get emotional when I talk about this stuff because it's real life, and some of us get a chance to get into it, tap into it, and some of us miss out. This is a beautiful image. I'm going to look this up. I'm going to have to read this because this is a beautiful image. Looks like a nice tattoo, doesn't it? Depending on what the heck it means, I'm going to find out. And I'm sure it's going to follow up. This is page 48, so 49. Oh, no, this is a love spell. I don't like love spells. I don't do them. I don't do them. Different story. All right, you guys. So that's that. I just wanted to talk to y'all about that. So I guess this is going to be Altar Talk 22. I start off crying and snotting, and I'm okay now. So, yeah. Altar work. It's important. And I guess that's what I needed to talk to y'all about and show y'all my little latest books. That's it. Ashley's Closet. I promote Ashley's Closet on Marquis Marie more than I do here on Ashley's Closet. So I am ASTRAS_CLOSET on Instagram. I have a Facebook page as well, mainly where I just post things that I'm selling on Poshmark and Mercari. The links are on Instagram as well on that Ashley's Closet account. The link is on Facebook, and I can put the links down here for you guys as well. So that's it. Peace and blessings to you.